Come on.
Welcome back to the Check Engine Podcast, here with a special episode for a special week in not celebration, but celebration of Mental Health Week. We thought we'd bring you just a little episode here to kind of tide you over and just bring you all positivity, right? Nothing negative from me, nothing...
That's going to be hard.
Nothing negative from me. No Tristan shitting on me for no reason. Like in the Artisan Loaf episode, that was unnecessary of you. And
you mean shitting on you mean dunking on you, but yeah, it's fine.
And Nick is here too.
Hey guys.
So listen, here's what I just want to bring one thing to the table, the best thing in cars right now. And to me, there's only one answer, the C8R. They brought the thing out. It's not all yellow. Oh my God. It's got this liquidy silver with like yellow accents. It sounds incredible. It looks beautiful. That is the best thing in cars right now by a country mile.
I will say this as far as the livery goes. The rumor is their two cars are going to have reverse liveries. So one's going to be silver with the yellow and the other one's going to be yellow with the silver accent.
Yeah, but no one will like the yellow with the silver. The silver's better.
I mean, it looks good.
I think it looks fantastic. Where have they been hiding that color? Like in the Corvette lineup. That's not their stock silver. It's like a little bluish tint to it or something. It's almost like gunmetal-y.
It's a little bit darker. Yeah, it's gunmetal.
Ooh, I'm in love with it.
I mean, they've run silver cars before. When they did the WEC in China, the Corvette, the C7R was silver. It wasn't yellow.
Oh, really?
So they've done it on rare occasions before. But if it's the full-time main color, that's going to be pretty slick.
I really hope it is.
It'd be great to have contrasting team colors.
Yes,
because I've always found having to glare at the number plate on it is a little bit confusing. You can tell which Corvette is which. Would be fun.
And the inverse color switch always looks really classy on a racetrack.
On a racetrack in publicity photos.
On a race grid,
yes,
always good.
Yeah, and like you said, you don't have to rely on either the numbers or the color of the mirrors or the window strip to tell the two cars apart, because all of the factory teams in IMSA are all identical schemes. So the two BMWs, exactly the same. The two Porsches, exactly the same. Ford's did a little bit different this year because they had the retro liveries going. But for the most part, they were also exactly the same in their 4-year run. So, yeah, two cars with different liveries from the same team, like, whoa.
I mean, and I've always...
It's not uncommon. IndyCar and NASCAR do it all the time, but...
Yeah,
not sports cars, though.
Not sports cars.
Right, and I've sung the praises of the C8 since... Well, I don't know. I guess since release. Since actual
You were
release.
sure when you saw it the first time.
Definitely. But somehow the track version, as it needs to be, definitely needs to be, is even cooler and even just better in every way. I cannot wait to see it on track.
My best thing in cars right now also involves the racetrack, not a surprise, but it's another new manufacturer coming to the touring car ranks. Mazda had just unveiled their Mazda 3 TCR car that's going to be hitting the Michelin Pilot Challenge next year, and hopefully someone in SRO is going to pick it up as well as like a customer program. So super fired up about that. So you're going to have Audi, Honda, Alfa, Hyundai,
VW.
VW didn't race at all this year.
Right,
if somebody brings a car, VW is available, and then Mazda as well. So 5 to 6 manufacturers in that one class is going to be fantastic.
Always more manufacturers is better. Plus, that'll actually bring some relevance, some meaning to the Mazda booth that keeps showing up at IMSA races for, I don't even know what reason. Why are they there? I don't know.
The prototype?
Yeah, but
the prototype.
Nothing in that prototype matches what they have in their cars.
The engine does.
No.
Yeah.
No negativity from me, but it doesn't.
That's the whole point. They're doing it with a smaller engine than everybody else.
And I think anything that you can do to widen that field is good.
Well, I think we're actually pretty close to the initial promise, right? When they first announced the TCR class in IMSA 3 years ago? 2 years
2
ago.
years ago.
I'm trying to think who else was on that list, but it was definitely Hyundai, Honda, VW, Audi, Alpha, and I think Mazda might round out the group. We may actually have
Ford was in there at first, but that was before Ford made their big announcement. It was supposed to be a Focus or something, or a Fiesta TCR.
Was. Oh, poor Ford.
Yeah.
Anyways, Tristan, what's yours?
My best thing is the inclusion, in my opinion, of an excellent option in the Wrangler, that a lot of the Jeep community is having a problem with.
Is it square headlights?
No, it might as well be. But no, I think it's interesting because a problem the Wrangler's always had is even in its most efficient trims, that's a joke.
Efficiency?
Yeah.
Fair.
But they are bringing the new turbocharged 4-cylinder, which obviously, hey, what are you gonna, how are you gonna make that work, right?
Not that 1.3.
I'd have to check the displacement. I was more focused on the other half of this equation.
If it's that 1.3, they're insane. But anyway.
So, and here's why it could work, is because they're bringing it with the same system, a scale down system that's in the 1500 Ram, the eTorque, where it uses the high voltage starter and a battery bank to provide grunt in the low end, and still then be an efficient 4-cylinder when you're just cruising along.
Yeah.
And I think that's particularly helpful and interesting in an off-road perspective.
Definitely.
Yep.
And a nice, because a lot of people who buy Jeeps are people who go outside, do things outside, and then stomp the universe inside out because their vehicles are so inefficient, right? And I think that the look from Jeep of saying, hey, despite what anybody says, we're going to put this out there as an option. I think it's a very positive move from Jeep, and I'm very excited about it.
Also, I think FCA is in like last place in terms of efficiency currently,
Right.
just across the line.
Yeah, this was a need from FCA.
Right,
They needed
and-
to show some sort of progress to the buying public, especially the buying public that's aware of the environmental concerns going on right now.
But it's still awesome. I was not on board until you mentioned the eTorque thing.
Right, exactly.
I am on
You know,
board, and that's going to work.
Yeah,
I mean, to be clear, that's going to work.
cramming
100%.
that same 4-cylinder from the Cherokee or anything else in there, I was super nonplussed. I was ready to jump on the rest of the Jeep fan bandwagon, even though I generally don't always do that. And I kept reading, and it's like, oh, with the eTorque feature, I was like, because we had been talking about electrifying off-road vehicles in one of our previous episodes, and it's like that might be an interesting way to, a true hybrid system with one in each wheel.
Yeah.
Maybe not as practical because it's going to be a lot of unsprung weight out there when you're off-roading. It's tough, but with that eTorque where it's built right in at the engine level and literally just increases torque at the crank,
Yeah.
I think that's helpful.
Oh, it's gonna be cool.
And a little side note: the Wrangler is going to have the eco diesel option, for I think something like $4,000 or $5,000, which that's a long time coming too. It's not going to be like you have to get the diesel with the $10,000 luxury package or something.
Oh,
Like
gotcha.
all the Grand Cherokees and the 1500 Rams with that engine in it, it's like you have to buy the maximally blinged out package to get it,
Sure.
and it's just going to be an option in any Jeep. So that's nice
Well, all right.
as a little side note. But
That's nice.
I was super excited about the eTorque Wrangler. Interesting and exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. That's it. Happy Mental Health Awareness Week. Be aware of your mental health. Go get your eyebrows waxed. That's some self-care shit. I'm looking directly at the both of you. Get your fucking eyebrows waxed.
I'd rather do my ears.
Get that too. Get the whole thing. Do everything.
Ears, nostrils.
Ooh.
Oh, it's amazing. It's
the
so
whole
much
thing.
better.
Yeah.
What else is good? I mean, yeah, just take care of yourselves out there. Mental health super important.
People underestimate the value of unplugging. Also,
Definitely
read an
true.
actual book. Go for a walk. Look at the birds.
Uninstall Facebook.
Yes,
I feel way better after
Yeah.
doing that. It's so much better.
lots of options out there. Uninstall Facebook, but not until you like us first.
That's a good point. Definitely like us first.
Well, if they like us and then they uninstall, we're going to lose the like.
Nope, because their
No.
account still likes us.
yeah.
Ah,
Keep your account active, delete the app.
Right.
That's the move.
well played.
And you can also do that with our Instagram account at Check Engine Pod.
And our Twitter account at Check Engine Pod.
Yeah. So like us on both of those and then uninstall the app for your mental health.
Exactly. Both aspects will help your mental health because we're pretty enlightening overall.
That's also true. To toot our own horn on this Mental Health Awareness Week. That's it. Have a good week.